back, witches, wizards, and muggles, to a place where we unbox, review, and explore. And you know what? There's just some people that have a really strong bloodlust. Some people prefer the blood of children. And some people, they just want to kill. They don't care who it is. And no matter who is put in charge of a task, they just want to get it done. He doesn't have the stomach, just like his father. Let me finish him in my own way. That's right, we're talking about none other than Fenrir Greyback. Let's go ahead and open it up and see what we have right now. Oh, we have a black box. I love these black boxes right here. So let's get this thing open. And as always, right here, we got that protective felt. We've got to protect our investments. And here it is, right here, the wand of the werewolf Fenrir Greyback. Now let's take it out of the box together. Oh, this thing is in there. Ah, I got it. So here is the wand in all of its glory. And I gotta tell you, this is a pretty nice looking wand. Kind of unexpected, but before we get into more detail about that, we got one more thing to open. That's right, you know it, I know it. A golden name tag right here. This is a magnificent wand, and right now we're gonna go ahead and take a closer look. And right here, the wand of Fenrir Greyback. Right away, we notice the silver, the mock silver details of this wand. The big knobby end of the wand handle. We got some circular patterns right there in the color. It's a fantastic color of brown and black. I love the colors together. We have a distinct handle. And again, some more circular patterns with that silver mixed in there with it. And we go down the length of the shaft. This has a spectacular color pattern to it. And we get all the way down here to the golden name tag. Sometimes it's the simple wands that are the best. I'm not saying this is the best wand, but this wand is simple yet elegant. I love the color of this wand. For some reason, kind of reminds me of like a leather type feel to it. But real quick, I'm going to ask you, what do you think the length, the wood, and the chorus to this one, just off the top of your head? That's right, unknown length, unknown wood, unknown core. I know, super, oh my god, like almost every video, recurring theme with these wands, and I'm getting sick of it. But what can we do? The one thing we could do is get these rulers rule, and we can measure these wands. So we're going to measure this wand right here, and this wand is 13.5 inches. Let me show you all right here. It is exactly 13.5 inches. This wand is spectacular. I love the style of this wand. Right here, I didn't even notice this in a closer look. We got a black pattern. I don't know what it's supposed to be. Maybe like a black pearl or black ruby. But it is black, and it's got that circular mock silver around it. Kind of nubby at the end of the wand. A lot of the wands are kind of like that. But then we got another circular silver pattern right here. And it's not perfectly round. It's got some sort of shape and design to it. Right there, it kind of looks like it's got a little flame right there. Then we got some more circular pattern right here. And it's got a very distinct handle, a very wide handle. So no matter however you want to hold this, it is very comfortable. And then we come to the neck of the wand. We've got the distinct differentiate between the wand and the shaft. Again, with the metal circular patterns right there. And we got that trademark timestamp right there, always upside down when I show it. 2018, I believe. Unless I am mistaken, this is a 2016 edition. So not every single one of these wands I bought are 2018, unfortunately. I was going to do an unboxing of Katie Bell's wand, and I found out I don't have her wand. And when I went online to look at it, the only one that they have available is the 2014 version. So we'll go ahead and continue with this wand. The colors are just fantastic. We get down to the tip. It's got a pretty generic tip. But just the colors of these wands, that black walnut color, it just flows together so perfectly. It does really remind me of leather, kind of like a briefcase. I don't know why a briefcase comes to mind. But let's do that test right now. It's pretty bendy, actually. Which may resemble a little bit of his character because he is a werewolf. So I'm not sure if he chose to be a werewolf permanently or if he was a werewolf permanently. Kind of seems like that he was. Maybe he took that on by choice. Or maybe it was some sort of a curse or something like that. Because as far as I know, you're not a werewolf permanently. So I don't exactly know what's going on there. But this one right here is fantastic. I just love these colors. And one thing that's, I think is pretty good to mention, this is very, very light. It almost feels like a fake wand, almost plasticky. For whatever reason, it's extremely, extremely light. This is probably one of the lightest wands that I have unboxed to date. I guess they can't all be really heavy. I'm a sucker for quality, and heavy to me means quality. But I would understand how the lighter wand would be a little bit more practical, a little bit better in the duels, especially if you got to carry it around. But this is an extremely light wand, but it is a fantastic wand. Everything about this wand I like. I even like the mock silver on here, and I call it mock silver because these are all made of resin. So if you see any of these Noble Collection wands, and oh, look at that silver on it. Yeah, it's silver, but, silver to the extent of resin, silver to the extent of the color. And that's about it. They try to make the mock silver look like, actual silver, like metal. But that's just not the case, as they are all resin. And this wand is perfectly straight. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Draco's wand. I can see the similarities there. I think Draco's wand is a different color. But they're both perfectly straight, and they both about got the same shape, at least in the shaft right here. Now, let's talk a little bit about the man, the myth, the legend. No, I'm just kidding. Let's talk a little bit about Fenrir Greyback. As we all know, as I discussed, he is a werewolf. Now, he was captured, I think, in 1965 by the Werewolf Committee, but somehow managed to escape. But when he got captured, he did not have this wand on his person. He did not have any type of wand, for that matter. And it was sometime after he escaped that he managed to come upon this wand. I don't know how he got it. Maybe he got it from Ollivanders, but being that he was a Death Eater, and I kind of think he was a little bit on a Snatcher side. Maybe he had some of those qualities that a Snatcher had. He probably snatched a wand from somebody. But seeing as the wand bit him very, very good, he was extremely good at dueling. He was very, very well educated in the wand, the spells, the magic, the abilities of the wand. So it leads me to believe that he may have captured this wand and the wand gave them their full allegiance, but he could have also purchased this wand. I don't really know, because one of the things he is gifted in, well, I say he's gifted because he could do non-verbal spells. So he could, you don't know what's coming. That's one of the gifts of non-verbal spells. If you're sitting there shouting out, Expelliarmus, you kind of know, to block that. Protego, you're going to know what's coming, what you have coming to you, what's in store, the type of damage that you might face. But if it's a non-verbal spell, you don't know what's coming. It could be an unforgivable curse. It could be a petrified curse. They could be trying to disarm you. They could be trying to stun you. You don't know. So that's one of the hands up that everybody has with non-verbal spells. Now, on Greyback is a pureblood, 2 Astrid and Cornelius Green. His Patronus seems to be a silver wolf. It's rumored that it's a silver wolf. And like I said, he was a werewolf and a Death Eater, or maybe even a Snatcher, or maybe a Snatcher and a Death Eater. it's not quite sure. He did hang around with the Death Eaters, but something tells me that he was practiced in the Death Eater, or the Snatcher part. But this guy, he was one of the guys that was kind of like, Bellatrix Lestrange. She doesn't care who she kills. She just wants them. She's crazy, and she just wants death. She just wants to inflict pain. She wants to inflict punishment. Doesn't matter. If you're in her way, that's unfortunate. Fenrir Greyback, he's a little different. He likes the blood of the children. But then again, like in the astronomy tower, I opened up the video with this quote. He doesn't have the stomach, just like his father. Let me finish him in my own way. So that was him noticing that Draco, who he knew was chosen for the task of killing Dumbledore, he noticed he wasn't going to do it. So he was going to attack Dumbledore and just bite him to death, really. But, it was he who must not be named's wish that Draco kill him. But Dumbledore and Sirius had it planned out. That Dumbledore kind of knew that Draco wasn't going to be able to perform the task that he who must not be named had given to him. And he didn't want him to perform the task. Draco was just a young kid, kind of confused in the way of what he was doing, kind of like, living in the wrong footsteps of his parents, so to speak. So he and Snape had worked out that Snape was going to kill him. So Fenrir Greyback was about to attack Dumbledore. Snape came out. Snape being Snape, you're not going to argue with him. Snape was he was the leader to people. He was a trusted person. So when Snape came up, you're going to listen to what he does, because he is he who must not be named, most prized Death Eater. He looked to him, and then it was Snape that killed Dumbledore in the end. But Fenrir Greyback would have got the job done, because that's what he wanted to do. He was a werewolf, and Fenrir Greyback's ultimate goal was to turn everybody into a werewolf and completely take over the wizarding world. So this guy was not a guy to be friendly with, not a guy to look up to, I guess. But if you were in the Death Eater shoes and his type of work, I guess he would be a guy to look up to. But he's going to kind of be one of those guys that's going to get his way, one way or the other, whether it's the right way or the wrong way. But that's kind of how He Who Must Not Be Named operated. But He Who Must Not Be Named kind of had a strategy going. And it kind of feels like Fenrir Greyback doesn't have any type of strategy. He would do just what he had to do to be able to accomplish what he wanted to accomplish. That's the type of person Fenrir Greyback was. And in the end, there's a couple different rumors saying maybe he was killed in the Battle of Hogwarts. I know there's one thing that says Ron and Neville brought him down. I don't know what that means. Brought him down as in they captured him and brought him to Azkaban, or brought him down as in stunned him, brought him down as in killed him. There's another rumor saying that when he was ravaging Lavender Brown and Hermione stunned him, it was said that he fell off of, because they were right near the passageway to get to Hogwarts, and it's just a dark, deep cavern right there. And it was said that when she stunned him, he fell into that cavern and died. But I would beg to say that his death or life thereof is unknown. But the most plausible end to Fenrir Greyback would be when Hermione stunned him, because he did fly back. So it is plausible that he fell in that canyon, and that was his demise. So there we have it, the wand unboxing of Fenrir Greyback. This was actually a request, an unboxing request. So if you guys have any wand unboxing requests that I haven't already done yet, drop it down in the comment below, and go and check out some of my other wand unboxing videos. And until next time, everybody, if you want to see one of my old videos, it'll pop up right here. And don't forget to subscribe. And after you subscribe, hit that bell button so you don't miss any type of unboxings I do on my channel, especially the lives. I don't go live very often, but when I do, I guarantee you don't want to miss it. Until next time, everybody, Knox.